those of you that haven't been in PiYo recently, we're doing the same one that we've done the last 2 weeks. So we've got a certain section that we're going to do. PiYo has our warm-up. We've got a heat building section. We work on some lower body. And then I kind of mix it up every week so that way we're doing something a little different. But for our warm-up, our first move is a chest opener. And you kind of circle your arms with a little squat to begin. So it's kind of a little prep squat as you bring your arms up in front of you, and then you'll open up to the right, and then right arm reach. And then we'll repeat and open up to the left, and then it'll be left arm reach. And our next move is a squat with a rear lunge. So just a basic squat. Don't worry about getting too low because we're still getting warmed up. Whatever leg feels more natural to step backwards with, that's fine for the warm-up, but we will get a little exact as we move on. And then we have a bowler to kind of a hinge and roll up. So your left will go behind your right. Basically a curtsy lunge. We just call it bowler in PiYo. And then when we go down, you go into a nice flat back, and then round your back and slowly warm up, and then bring those shoulders back. And then we'll repeat that, with the other leg. And then our last move is a creeper lunge, and that's just stepping out to the side, hands on the thigh, pressing down on the thighs to really warm up the groin, and then step back in, and then stay on that same side. So the lunges, we alternate those. We alternate the leg we're doing our bowler on, but the creeper will stay to that side until we're done with that side. So we'll get started with our first move. If you've got any music you want to listen to during this, that's perfectly fine. I've got my headpiece in, so do what works for you. Nice deep breaths. This is just the warm up. So again, don't worry about getting too low and really focus on your breathing and just waking up our muscles. So here we go. Prep squat with that circle arms. Open right. Come back center and reach. Other side, open left. Last one here to the left side. And then we have squat and lunge. We'll do 4 each leg. Again, it's the warm-up, so we go pretty slow. One more each leg. And left behind right for our bowler. Tap it in. And then one more. And then creep it forward, roll it on up and switch legs. One more each side. And creeper, we'll do 4 to the right. So right, left, right, tap it in, and then same side. Come center and left. Last one. Good, back up to the top, cut everything in half. And squat and lunge. Last leg. And bowler, left behind right. Left side. And 2 creepers. And other side. Good, step it in, back up to the top. 2 more times through our warm-up. Squat and lunge. And bowler left behind right. Other side. Good, creeper. Other side. One more. Good, step it in. Last time through this warm up. Squat and lunge. One more each leg. And left behind right. Roll up. And warm up with those creepers. Very good. All right, grab some water if you need it. And then next up, we're going to do heat building. Basically, just a continuation of our warm up. All right, so as I said, heat building, just a continuation of our warm up. I'm going to go ahead and go over our little parts that we have. Basically, we do a lot of sun salutations with some variations to it. So we'll start with sun salutation prep. We're just going to fan our arms up, walk it out. Everybody drops to the knees. And we've got 2 slow push-ups and then 4 really quick. And then 2 crouching down dogs, so just dropping both knees towards the ground really slow, and then 4 quick. And then we have some lunges, with some reverse lunges. So we'll open up to that lead leg side and then stay on that side. And then we'll switch to the other side. And then we'll move into sun salutation slow, just holding up dog and down dog a little longer than normal. And then 2 full at tempo sun salutations. After we've gone through those 2, we do have a traditional move, and that's just lateral lunges to the side. So step out, bent knee, other leg stays nice and straight. We'll do 4 to the right, 4 to the left. And then we have our 2 variations. Our first variation, when we get to down dog in our sun salutation, we're gonna do some calf raises. And then we'll step it on in. We'll repeat that. And then we'll also repeat that little transition with those lateral lunges. And then we'll end with our second variation. And that one's just holding a wide lunge and single leg down dog. And then we always end with some lunges. And what you'll do is you'll bring it up halfway and you'll pulse it out. And then I'm going to say get low. And I want you just to hold that lunge as low as you can without trying to drop that knee. And then we'll repeat that on the left leg lead. So let's get started with sun salutation prep. So we'll fan our arms up, walk it out for our slow and quick push-ups and down dog, crouching down dog. Here we go. Big inhale, fan arms up. And exhale, walk it all the way out. Drop those knees, palms directly below the shoulders. We've got 2 slow. 1 more. 4 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Up into plank. Curl those toes under, down dog. 2 slow, so lower those knees and then tailbone back up. 1 more. And 4 quick. 2 more. And 4, good. Right leg comes up to those hands and open up to the right. Shoulder over shoulder, rib cage over rib cage. I like to pulse my hips here to kind of warm up a little more. Otherwise, you can just hold. Good. Arm comes down, same leg. Good. Let's switch. Open up to the left. Same thing. Shoulder over shoulder, rib cage over rib cage. Option to pulse those hips down. Arm comes down. Good, switch. We're gonna cut in half so we won't hold it as long. Arm comes down. Switch. Arm down. Good, cut in half again, no arm. So right leg forward, switch to left. Switch back to right, and switch to left. Step it in, fan up to stand up. Good, exhale. Half lift. Step or hop to plank. We are in sun salutation slow. Hold plank here for a little bit. Chaturanga, high to low, so bend those elbows, move that body down, and then bring yourself up. Tops of the feet on the ground, try to get those thighs up. Curl toes under, down dog. We are here for a while, so you can hold. You can pedal those heels by bending those knees. You've got options, whatever you need right now. Again, we're still getting warmed up. Good, step it into those hands. Stand up to stand up. We are gonna be at tempo now. Step or hop to plank. Chaturanga, high to low. Up dog, down dog. Step or hop. One more. Step or hop. Time for that transition. 4 lateral lunges. Good, other side. And bring that in. We got our first variation. Step right into down dog or hop. Hold down dog. And calf raises. So come up all the way onto those toes and then heels down. Super slow. Your goal is to get those heels down. Feel that stretch in those calves. One more. Good, step or hop. One more time, same variation. Step to down dog. Hold. And calf raise. All the way up on those toes and then get that foot back flat on the ground. Last one. And step or hop. Let's repeat our transition, lateral lunges. Good, other side. And fan it up, second variation now. Go ahead and step to plank. Push off into down dog. Right foot up to the outside of that hand, nice wide lunge, drop that back knee, push out on that thigh, and then into a single leg down dog. Knee to nose, so bring your knee to that nose. One more. And step out into that lunge and bring yourself up halfway and pulse it out. Hands here, wherever you're comfortable. And drop down as low as you can hold it without touching. Shoulders back, nice tall torso. Step it in, let's do the left side. Step to plank. Push off to down dog. Left foot to the outside of that hand, nice and wide. Push down on that thigh, feel that stretch. Into single leg down dog, left leg comes up. And bring that knee to nose for 1, 2, and step it through for our lunges. Look where you're going, bring yourself up halfway, pulse it out. All the way in this front heel. And drop it low and hold. Shoulders back, tuck in those glutes. And step it in. Way to push through heat building. Next up, we're gonna work on lower body. So again, grab some water, take a little break, and then I'll go over those moves for us. All right, keep taking your break. I'm gonna walk you through lower body. Lower body has a transitional move. We start with it, and we end with it. And we transition from the right side of the body to the left side of the body with our transition. All it is gonna be just a wide squat with a row and some foot lifts. So feet are nice and wide, and they're gonna be wide pretty much the whole lower body section. It's a slight little squat as you lift that foot up and really pull that boat, rowing that boat back. So we're here, and we're here. So really crunching those obliques, but still bringing those knees up and then stepping right back out wide, just staying in that wide squat position. That's our transitional move. We'll do 8 each side for a total of 16. We do cut these moves in half, except that transition. It's always 16 total, okay? And then our 4 moves. So it gets a little tricky, so make sure you're watching with me. So again, we're wide. Our first one is a squat to abduct. I might say sweep or swipe, just to kind of remind you. So we're gonna start on the right side of the body, and this is where it gets a little opposite, because the leg that abducts is actually the opposite leg. So we're on the right side, we'll squat. The left leg just moves across, working on our inner and outer thighs with that move. Our second move is in a squat and an attitude. And again, we're on the right side, so now we're back to that leg being the mover. All I'm doing for the attitude is I'm slightly hinging forward. I'm just bringing that up like if there's a string on my heel, and it's kind of bringing that up to work our hamstrings. Our third move combines move 1 and move 2. So we're out wide, squat and abduct, squat and attitude. That's all the move. So abduct, and then squat attitude. That's what move 3 is, just combines them, so that one will kind of go pretty quick. And then our last one is just the attitude lifts. So after move 3, on that last one, we're in that attitude, I'm gonna ask you to hold it. So really focus on that balance. And again, just like there's a string, someone's behind me pulling my heel up, that's what you're gonna do for those attitude lifts. And then it's back to that transition, and then it's onto the left side. I will remind you what leg we're on with everything too, so don't worry too much about it. So go ahead and step it out wide. Time for that transition. Lift that foot up every time and stay low in that squat position. Go ahead and get low, cross those fingers. Right side first in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Halfway. One more each side, and squat and left leg. Four more. Last one. Good. Squatitude right. Don't forget that slight lean forward. 2 more. Let's combine them. Left goes across, right behind. 2 more. Here's our last one. Leave that foot up there. Hinge even more and lift. Good. Spread those toes apart. Grab the ground. Keep that balance. And step it back out wide and to the left. One more each side. Good. Squat and right. Two more. Good. Squatitude, left leg back. Two more. And combine them right across, left behind. Last one. Keep that leg up and lift. If you need that tap out, you can always tap that toe down and right back into it. Nice little movements. And set it down. Here we go, right side. And last one, perfect. Back to the right side, so the left moves. We cut in half though, so now we're on to our attitude. And now we combine. And now we lift super quick. And set it down to the left. Halfway. Last one each side. Good. Right leg swipes. And now the left abducts. And combine. Keep it up there and lift. And set it down, back to the right. Last one each side. Left swipes. And right goes back. And combine them. Keep that leg up, lift. Set it down back to the left. Nice crunches to the side. Last time here on our left side. Here we go, right swipes. Left behind. And combine. And keep it up there. We got to end with our transition. Good, set it back down, whatever side you go to. Halfway. And done, very good. Again, grab some water and we're gonna move on into full body fusion. Go ahead and keep taking your break. I'm just gonna walk you through full body fusion. Full body fusion has two parts. Part one is our PiYo push-ups. So if you have your arms up, walk it out. You have the option to stay up on your toes or drop down to the knees. Just 3 PiYo push-ups. So just holding nice and close, kind of a tricep push-up. And then we'll walk it back. I'm gonna count down from 3. We're gonna squat, say bam together virtually, and then crawl it back out for 3 more push-ups. On that second time of our PiYo push-ups, you don't walk it back. You're just gonna push yourself off into down dog. And then we're gonna get into part 2, all on the right side. So that one's gonna be a moving high lunge. So we'll go into down dog, basically then into single leg down dog to bring our right leg forward. And we've got some moving lunges. So when my arms go up overhead, I'm nice and straight in my legs. And when they come back down to my sides, I'm super low with both of my knees bent. So we've got some moving lunges. And then we have a dancer hold. So you're gonna lean and push off. And you've got some options. You can just hold, kind of like we did with our attitude lifts. You can bring your arm back behind you and bring yourself into that full stretch. Or you can always just have kind of our mountain pose with just that toe down and heel up. Whatever works for you to kind of get that balance. If you want to, you can even bring your knee up too as well. But we're basically pulling in that core and working on balancing on that one leg. And then our third one is a rear adductor stretch to a double knee. So I'm going to be facing you during class, but I'm just going to show you for right now what that's going to be. So when we get out of that dancer hold, you'll need your back foot turned off to the side so we can go into that rear adductor stretch. So bringing that front toe up, heel down, and leaning into that stretch. You don't have to come all the way down to the ground. You can even stay here. And then it's going to be into a double knee. So just lifting that knee up. So it'll be adductor hold and then knee. And then it'll be right back into it. And then our last one is 3-point balance. So after that double knee, you can kind of fall into the ground. You got that lead leg down, hands down on the ground, just holding that 3-point balance pose. And then once we've gone through everything on the right side, we'll repeat our PiYo push-ups, and then we'll do everything on the left side, same movements and everything. So let's go in with our first set of those PiYo push-ups. Deep breath in as we fan up. And exhale, forward fold, and walk it all the way out. Up on the toes or down on the knees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Walk it back. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Walk it back out. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Push off into down dog. Right leg comes up. Send it up to those hands. We've got our moving high to low lunge. Fan arms up, stand up tall. Arms come down, knees come down. 2 more. Last one. Get down low and then kind of push yourself off into that dancer hold. Take your time, whatever hold you want to do, even if you just want to hinge. You don't have to come back and grab. We're not here for very long, so maybe just holding this is perfectly fine. And step that foot back, adductor stretch, turn it double knee. 1 more, adductor stretch, turn it double knee, and hands to the ground, 3-point balance. Send that back foot down, toes forward and arms up, arms down. Last one here. When you're all the way down, push yourself off into that dancer hold. And rear adductor, lean it back, feel that stretch in the inner thigh of the front, and double knee. One more. Double knee into 3-point. Good, knee comes down, get yourself nice and low and fin up. Nice inhales as we go up nice and tall. And then exhale down. Last one. And push yourself off, dancer hold. Good, back foot down and turn out to the side. And double knee. Double knee. 3-point. Set that foot down. 2 more times through, but we're gonna cut it in half. Last one. Push yourself off, dancer hold. Rear adductor. Double knee. 3-point. Foot comes down, bend those knees and power up strong. Last time through on the right side. I know that leg's burning. Push off, dancer hold. Adductor. Double knee. 3-point. Bring that left foot to meet the right. Bend both knees. Slowly roll yourself up. Take a few steps back. Back to PiYo push-up. Stand up. Inhale. And exhale. All the way up. 3 push-ups. Walk it back, all the way up in 3, 2, 1. Bam, take it back down. 1, 2, 3. Push up into down dog. Left leg up. Send it to those hands. Moving lunges with those arms. Last one. Get low and push yourself off into that dancer. And set that foot down. Adductor to double knee. And adductor, push down on that right knee. And double. 3-point. Foot comes down, get nice and low, and arms up to come up tall. Last one. And power yourself up, dancer. Foot down. Double. One more. 3-point. Good, set the foot down, stand up. Last time at this count, and then 2 more times through to cut it in half. Last one. And push off into dancer. Foot down, adduct, double, and one more. 3-point. Good, foot comes down, we cut it in half, stand it up. All the way down low, one more. Good, dancer. Foot down, adduct, double, 3-point. Foot down, get low, arms up high. One more. Push off, dancer. Adduct, double, to 3-point. Good, meet the right with the left, bend both knees, slowly roll it on up. Roll those shoulders back, grab some water, and we're gonna do a little fun with our next flow movements. Usually flow is about 13 minutes long, but I'm gonna cut some things in half so we can fit in flow and our core more towards the end. So take a little break. Flow has 2 parts. Each part is done on both that same side of that body. So after part 1, you stay on the right side and right in part 2. Then once everything's done completely, then you move on to the left side. Normally, we go through part 1, through all the movements. There's usually 5 kind of rounds, and then we do 5 rounds of part 2, and then move on to the left. But for this class today, I'm going to shorten it a little bit, and we're basically going to do the long round of each. So we'll hold each move in each part for 4 counts, or for our 4 breath series, which is 32 breaths. So I'm going to go over those moves. You can keep taking your break. Part 1, move 1. We have a warrior 1, push to reverse warrior. So we're going to start on the right side. Right foot forward, left foot back, line up that front heel with the middle of the back foot. Nice forceful push, bend that front knee, lean into it, windmill the arms up, and follow the gaze of that front arm. That's our first move. And then our second one, we've got a lunge front to lunge back. So you'll turn this front foot, lunge to the front, lunge to the back, clasp the fingers up overhead to get yourself back to the front. And then we have moving warrior 2. So the foot turns back into it, and we lean into that warrior 2, bring the arms back, cut into that heart space, and then bring them right back out so they're straight. And then our last one, that one's gonna be just a low lunge hold. So you turn that back foot and you'll hold a low lunge for our 32 counts. And then part two, we've got a reverse low lunge. So we're already in low lunge. We're just gonna open up to that side of the body that we're on. And then after that, we have a single leg down dog, elbow, elbow. So I'm gonna show you that from the side. So we'll go into our single leg, and you take that elbow or that knee to the opposite side of the body, elbow, and then same side of the body, elbow, and then right back up. So elbow, elbow, and then right back up. That's our second one. And then our third one is just a pyramid. So you're gonna come back up nice and tall, slightly angle out that back foot. Limbs are straight and just kind of leaning forward. Going into our nice flat back, just to hold, to get that good stretch. And then our last one is just an atlas hold. So we go from here to a quick little side step to just holding atlas, squeezing those thighs together and just looking down pretty dramatically. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the other side of the body. So again, this is not our normal way of how we go through flow, but I want to make sure we get through this. So first one, right side of the body, right foot forward, left foot back. Got our push into that reverse warrior. Big exhale out when we push. Here we go. Windmill them up and hold. Good, again. 2 more. Last one. Turn that front foot, lunge front, lunge back, arms up overhead. 2 more. Good. And turn that front foot back, and we're into that moving warrior 2. 2 more. Lean into it. Last one. Turn that back foot and low lunge hold. If you need to, you can totally drop that back knee. Otherwise, we're in that low lunge. And then we go into our part 2, where we've got that reverse low lunge. So we're gonna open up to the right side here in a little bit. Good, open up to the right, just like earlier, shoulder over shoulder, ribcage over ribcage, really open up to the left. Equally distribute that weight in that front foot. Good, send that right leg up, single leg down dog, elbow, elbow, and right back up. 3 more just like that. elbow, 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 elbow. Last one, elbow, elbow. Into that single leg down dog. Step that foot to those hands, slightly turn out that back foot. Limbs are straight, and we hold pyramid. Nice little tap out to the side with our left, and hold Atlas. Squeeze those thighs together, left behind the right. Looking down, nice overhead stretch. You can do a little back bend if you want to. And bring that left foot back to the side of the right. Let's move on to the left side. So left foot forward, right foot back. Again, lining up that front heel with the middle of the back foot. And let's push. Two more. Turn that front foot, lunge front, lunge back. Two more. Turn that front foot back, moving warrior two. Good, reach with those fingertips and then bring them back center. Last one. Good, turn that back foot and hold that low lunge. Again, if you need that time, drop that back knee and kind of bring yourself up tall. Otherwise, we're here. We're not leaning too far forward. Keep that weight in that heel of that front foot. Not so much in the toes. And reverse low lunge, same side, open up to the left. Good, hand comes down, send that left leg up into single leg down dog. And elbow, elbow. Two more. Good, left foot to those hands, slightly turn out that back foot, legs are straight. Nice flat back in our pyramid. Slight little tap out with that right, and then into that Atlas, squeeze those thighs. Nice reach, feel that stretch. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Good, bring those feet back center. That was a little compressed version of flow. Next up, we're gonna end class with our core and more. So working on our obliques and our glutes with a little bit of some stretching and strength movements with them too. Grab some water if you need it, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you our moves for our core and more. So our first one, we are in a climbing beast position, which is basically high plank, walking into our knees, to our chest. So it's gonna be right, left. This is our beast, and then we'll take it right back out. Super slow movements, trying to keep that nice flat back the entire time. And then we have a side plank thread. So if we're on the right side of the body, holding that right, and then stick that tailbone up as you thread, and then drop it back as you open back up. Those are our first two moves. There are 3 parts. Each part has 2 moves. After we're done with that thread, I've got plenty of time to show you those. So go ahead and meet me down on the ground. Let's get into our climbing beast. Right side of the body to lead us. Hands directly below those shoulders up into our high plank. If you need to, you can have a wider base that will support you a little bit better. Here we go. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Last one. And open up to the right side plank. If you need to, drop that back, that bottom knee, and just keep that hip up. Thread it through. Open back up. Good, 2 more threads. And turn it right back into our plank. Onto the left side lead. Here we go. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Last one, left, right, open left. Good, get that tailbone nice and up high on those threads. Last one. Good, back to that plank. Drop those knees, toes together, knees apart. Quick little child's pose stretch. Very good. Stay on those knees. We have a kneeling crunch, and then we've got some oblique work. Hands behind the head, they don't have to touch. Tuck in that tailbone. Nice little curl. Pull that belly button in nice and tight. Keep crunching. Last one. Right arm down at the side. Nice little obliques. Keep that arm nice and tucked and tight. Good, back to our crunches. Last one. Good, left arm down. Last one. Very good. Down to all fours. We're going to do a double lift and then bring the knee into the chest. This is our last movement. It kind of combines two movements into one. So a double lift. And then that knee to nose like we did earlier. So crunching from the top of the body, meeting the center. So bringing that nose to our knee, not just our knee to our chest. Two more. And switch, this is it. Last one. Very good. Go ahead and sit down. Tuck in the bottom of the left to the inside of the right and reach for that right. Switch. Good, butterfly, bottom of the feet together. Push down those knees with those elbows as low as you can get them. And we'll end with a torso twist. Extend the left out, cross it right over left. Using that right knee, push that knee, or that right elbow, push that knee away. Left arm behind you, reaching back behind, pushing against the ground. Good, switch. Left over right. Left elbow to left knee, right arm behind. Push and twist yourself away from the front. And bring it back center. Awesome job with PiYo today. Thanks for joining me.